All right, for this next part, I'm going to show you how to set a win condition at the end of the level. So at our level here, we want something to happen at the end. Maybe we've reached the end and we want to have a certain score, or we want to have a certain number of lives in order to win the game. So to do that, I'm going to do for now just a score check, meaning the score has to be a certain number in order to win the game. If it's not that, you don't win. To do that, I'm going to go back to my tile map. I'm going to put a tile at the end of the map that will trigger that event. I'm going to go to dungeon. I'm going to grab this treasure chest. I'm going to put it at the top of my little stairs here, right there. And I'm going to click done. And then I'm going to need another overlap. So our overlap for tiles is, remember, in the scene section, kind of down where it says tiles, and we're looking for on sprite of kind player overlaps tile at location. Stick that there. And I'm going to change the tile to that tile that I put at the end of my map. In this case, it's my treasure chest. Now I'm going to use something called a conditional, meaning a conditional is basically a true or false statement. So a conditional is, if you do your chores, then you get an allowance. If it's true that you have done your chores, then you get this event happens. Or else, if it's not true, if it's false, maybe you get grounded, right? That is a conditional. So we want our conditional to basically say, if the score is greater than or equal to a certain amount, then the game wins, or else, if it's not that, something else happens. So we're going to go into the bright blue logic section, and we're looking for this if then else block. It says if true, then else. And we're going to stick it right in the overlap. Now we're going to replace that word true with a comparison block. Instead of saying true, we're going to say if score is greater than or equal to whatever number you want. So I'm actually going to go back into logic, and in comparison, you'll see 0 equals 0. I'm going to grab that. Let's stick it in true. And I'm going to change the equal sign to be a greater than or equal to symbol. So it has to be, I'm going to do 10 points. It either has to be exactly 10 or greater than 10. Now the first 0, I'm going to replace with the score variable. If you go to info, it's the first one. The second number you set to whatever score you want to trigger the win. I'm going to set it to 5. Actually, I think I have 10 sugar pots. I'm going to do 10. And if that score is greater than or equal to 10, I'm going to go to game, and we're going to put game over, but we're going to switch it to win. So the game will end with a win condition if you do it. Now, if you don't have enough points, we want to tell our player that. For this, I'm going to go to game again. And I could either do splash, I'm going to do show long text at bottom. And I'm going to say not enough points. So if they get to that treasure chest there and they have not won, or if they have not got enough points, it will tell them that. And then they can go back and collect the points. You could also use the trigger we used up here where place, I did my coffee, my Sprite on top of random, that's to put a spawn point back at the beginning. You could duplicate that and put that in there. And that will also, after saying it, will send you back to the beginning to try it again.